The third rule to follow is to pay close attention to and abide by special state laws regarding the transportation of hazardous materials. Before beginning your trip, make sure you have all the necessary hazmat permits and make sure they're current. Make sure you have a hazardous materials certificate of registration permit. If your route goes through California or Colorado, you'll need a photocopy of the state hazmat permit for each. If you'll be running through Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan, Nevada, Ohio, Oklahoma, or West Virginia, make sure you have the Alliance for Uniform Hazmat permit. Anytime you enter Idaho, stop at the first scale or port of entry and purchase the state hazardous materials permit. If you're hauling radioactive materials and traveling through Oregon, stop at the first DOT scale and fill out the mandatory hazmat paperwork. Even if the scale is closed, stop and fill out the paperwork, which will be located by the entrance to the building. Once complete, drop the paperwork in the radioactive drop box. Along with having the proper permits, make sure to follow all state laws and regulations regarding the routing of your hazmat load. Obey all traffic signs and watch closely for hazmat routing and detour signs which state whether hazmat is allowed or restricted. Some specific state laws to be aware of include the following. If your route goes through Pennsylvania, stay off US 30. Don't run through any tunnels if you're hauling any placarded amount of explosive, poison inhalation, dangerous when wet, or radioactive materials. If traveling through Arkansas, Arizona, or Nevada, you're required to stop at all way stations, even if you're given a green light on your pre-pass. Be sure to obey all hazmat rules and regulations while traveling through Michigan. Hazmat violations in this state are considered felonies. The fourth rule to follow is to stop only in safe areas. Plan your stops and breaks as much as possible. When taking your DOT required breaks, or if you need to stop, always park your truck in a safe, secure lot or truck stop. Never leave the trailer unattended unless you're picking up food or using the restroom. If you need to briefly leave the truck and trailer, don't leave it running. Always turn it off. Lock all the doors. Take all the keys with you. Use any tractor-trailer locking devices you have and secure the trailer with a padlock. If you're stopped on the side of the road because you're broken down or parked within 5 feet of a public highway, stay with the tractor. Set out all your triangles and call the safety hotline for help right away. The final rule to follow when en route with a hazmat load is to frequently check the truck and trailer. Every time you stop, do a thorough walk around of your equipment. Check the tires, lights, mud flaps, etc. And check if anything has been tampered with. Check for any possible signs of product leaks and make sure all placards are still properly secured to the trailer. If anything seems off, call the safety hotline right away.